A woman who was supposed to be dead showed up at her own funeral, and what happens next will shock you. Noella was a woman from Africa who moved to Australia to start a new life with her 5 children. While in Australia, she met a man and fell in love and got married. But soon, Noella began to see his violent side, and her dream life started to turn into a nightmare. Tragedy struck when Noella's mother passed away and she flew back to Africa for the funeral. After the ceremony, she returned to her hotel room where she was confronted by the men who threatened her. The kidnappers explained her husband hired them to unalive her. However, they told her that they don't harm any children or women, so they lied to him and said that the job was done and disappeared with his money. When Noella returned to Australia, she discovered her husband was throwing a funeral for her, so she saw it as a perfect chance for revenge. As the funeral began, Noella watched from afar, waiting for the right moment. Then she approached her husband, and when he saw her, his face turned into sheer terror. He began screaming and begging for forgiveness. Noella called the police, who instructed her to speak to him while they listened. Her husband confessed and was arrested. He later pled guilty in court and was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Noella was just grateful to have survived such a horrific ordeal.